color, vision, creativity, art. We're finding beautiful art here in Pahrump, Nevada, a town just about an hour or so northwest of Las Vegas. The art is produced by a contemporary fine artist, a master of her craft, somebody who specializes in realism, and she does it via oil painting. She's been doing it for many, many years, and it really is a true joy and passion. We're here in Pahrump, Nevada, to introduce you to Dorothy Slikker. Dorothy is somebody who, for many years since childhood, has had a dream of sharing with the world her joy for life and for art. And through her incredible work as a painter and as a master of her craft, she does that. She also does lessons and mentors and instructs children and adults from all around this region. Her work has been seen in fabulous galleries and museums around the country. We're here to showcase Dorothy Slikker.
Well, you can look at my paintings and you know what it is I'm talking about. You can see exactly what I'm trying to say in that painting. And there are different aspects of the type of thing that I tried to do, like paint in my century and put things in my painting that most people feel can be left out. But I feel it needs to be in there to set the timeline.
Tell us about the connection to Robert Warren and the inspiration that he has been for you and the style of work that you do here.
His paintings were fantastic, and I knew I wanted my stuff to look like that. And so I went and took his information and came back and told my husband, and I was just ranting and raving about this artist, and I could take his classes and be certified and teach his method. And I had to go for 3 years for a week at a time. And then you would go and you would paint with him and do 4 or 5 paintings and learn different things, and then come home and practice for a year, and then come back and do the next step up. So I did all of that, and those are my certifications up on the wall. And I know in one class I told him, Robert, you stop at everybody's place, but you never stop and help me. I'm paying the same price they are, and I've traveled a long ways. Of course, everybody else had too. And I came to learn, but you never stopped to give me help. He says, well, what can I say, Slikker? You're a mighty fine artist that needs very little help. And then across the room, some of the other students were yelling, hey, Slick, take that to the bank. So from then on, I've been teaching Robert Warren's method.
Also, too, when people bring the photographs or when you have photographs presented to you, how does that work? Is there size and proportion and then working with the canvas that all comes into play? It isn't just a matter of taking that photo and then turning it into a painting. There's a process involved with the size of the canvas and the size of the photo, right? Explain that for us if you can.
If you were to call me and commission me to do a painting for you, I would ask you for a good black and white and a good color so that I could see the colors that you were working with and that you fell in love with, that made you like your photograph. And I take it upon myself. If it's pets, it would always be in a 16 by 20. So I would take your black and white, and I would have it blown up to fit perfectly into a 16 by 20 canvas. And from there on, I work the Robert Warren method on your painting. And then I always paint with, if you love it and like it and want it, then you can pay me for it. But if you don't like it, then I keep it. And it costs you nothing. Because something that you like is going to be something someone else likes, and so I can sell it. And my attitude about a piece of art, it starts with a canvas. And it starts with my talent and my time and my oil paints. But basically, it's a piece of canvas. And this is what I try to tell you if I'm giving you a lesson. You can't mess it up. It's only a piece of canvas. So don't worry about it.
What is it about oil painting that specifically speaks to you, Dorothy?
I like the glow. Oils used to be the hardest medium to work with because everybody had trouble with, we don't like to say it, but turning our oils into mud. And the more you try to lighten or darken your colors, you wound up making mud. And with this Robert Warren method, it's impossible to have that happen to you. And you can create shadows and glow, and you can just walk the world with color.
So your work has also been exhibited in some major places, and you've had an opportunity to be shown all over the country. Tell us about some of the incredible places, the galleries and museums and the shows that you've had the honor and pleasure of being a part of, Dorothy.
Let's see, the first one that really paid attention to my work was the Agora Gallery in New York City. And I have to admit, I'm not a fan of abstract. Number one, I don't understand it. I can't see in it what it is that they're talking about. Because to me, my artwork has to talk to me. I have to live my artwork. And I want you living my artwork. And I'm wanting you as a consumer, if you buy a piece of my work, that when you take it home, you have that feeling inside when you look at it. But when I did show with Agora, they kind of changed and started using some realism. So after I showed with them that year, then I get a phone call from the Amsterdam Whitney Gallery, which was across the street in Chelsea. From there, just all these galleries from around the world started contacting me.
Also, right here in the greater Las Vegas area, your work is shown and being currently shown right now, right?
The Vegas show is the Worldwide Contemporary Masters. They have a show there once a year with all of their worldwide masters. If you've been in their book, you're eligible to be in their show. And so they fly out themselves and they're there and they intermingle with us, and we're there for 4 months, and it's just wonderful.
What would you say to somebody watching right now who's sort of on the fence about making that leap forward to pursue their dreams like you did?
The main thing is when you start a project, complete it. It does not have to be the very best that maybe somebody else could have done, but it needs to be the best that you can do. And once you've completed that project, you start another one. And it might have sounded funny when you were in school that the teachers were always telling you to pick a goal. And that is one of the main things. Pick a goal for your life. Well, I always wanted to be an artist whenever I was very young and took art in the 7th and 8th grade. Someday I would like to be someone recognizable. When you see a Slikker painting, you know Dorothy Slikker was in that time frame. I have her work in my home, and she was the artist of the time.
Dorothy Slikker is obviously somebody who truly cares about art, cares about sharing art with the world and bringing joy to so many through her mentoring, her teaching, and the creation of those beautiful oil paintings that you saw here at the Slikker Art Studio. Now, if you would like to learn and be taught by Dorothy Slikker, or perhaps even purchase one of her incredible works of art, you can go to her website, slikkerfineart.com. Here from Pahrump, Nevada, outside of Las Vegas, I'm Jim Masters, CUTV News.